It's Tuesday. I should know that because it's my birthday. And thanks for listening to Truth Brigade Radio tonight, as we have a special show for you about agent provocateurs. And, you know, this is what I want to say to you.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday.
All right, I'm serious because, you know, I'm not going to mess around like that anymore. It's just, I have to thank you all for the free comedy, and just the timing of this is just so wonderful because Beverly Eakman is one of my heroes, and I scheduled her as my birthday present to me, specifically to talk about this topic, although I had no idea that there would actually be an even more pressing reason or even an appropriate reason to bring it up on the show. But Beverly Eakman, I came across her and her videos and work about agent provocateurs about 3 years ago when I was finding out how deep this corruption goes. And, you know, not to mention the fact that it's paid for by your tax dollars. People actually going around committing crimes, slandering people, defaming people, libel. So what a perfect day to talk about these things, really, and no better perfect person to talk about it with Beverly Eakman. She actually wrote our best-selling workbook entitled How to Counter Group Manipulation Tactics, and we're going to be talking about that, and the difference, of course, between a change agent, a moderator, a facilitator, an agitator, and a provocateur, the signs, red flags that you can, start to look for today, and of course, most importantly, how to protect yourself. If you do want to join us in the text chat tonight, we're having a party because it's my birthday, and, we're not going to take it anymore. So that's truthbrigade.com if you want to join us for the text chat. And if you have any questions or comments or maybe some of your own agent provocateur stories to share, give us a call at 512-879-3805. We are going to have some fun tonight, and Beverly Eakman, just a wonderful, beautiful, wise, hardworking woman to share that with us. Go to BeverlyE.com. We had her on the show a couple months ago talking about her awesome book, Walking Targets, about how our psychologized classrooms are producing a nation of sitting ducks. Well, quack, quack. Stay tuned. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Truth Brigade Radio. Truth Brigade on AmericanFreedomRadio.com. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. It's September 15th, 2009. And if you want to join us for the text chat tonight, that's over at truthbrigade.com. As I said, we have a very special show in store for you with a very special guest, Beverly Eakman. The website is BeverlyE.com. She was a public school teacher. She's an educator, chief speechwriter, author, just a wonderful, beautiful woman with lots of knowledge and wisdom. She's going to share with us here tonight, talking about agent provocateurs, which incidentally is how I came across her work as I was searching for answers into all of these little I guess I just used to think I was an unlucky person who just happened to meet lots of really mean, weird people, and then to meet Beverly and find out that they actually had names, it just kind of started my trip down the rabbit hole. So I just want to thank you so much for being here tonight, Beverly, and all of your fine work, and welcome to the show.
Well, it's my pleasure, and I understand it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Well, thank you. What a better woman to have on the show, and what a better topic. It's a special, it really does mean a lot to me, because when I came across your work, Beverly, it's just, I mean, I saw things were wrong, but I didn't understand it. And your videos and watching you at the, the Liberty of Sustainable Development Conference just really opened my eyes. And you know what? They haven't been able to shut me up or stop me since. So I attribute that to you. So it was kind of an inadvertent birthday present 3 years ago. And
oh my gosh. Well, that's nice to hear. I do hear from a lot of people who, have attended a seminar or one of my talks or something, and they said, I didn't realize why I would come out of a meeting or focus group or whatever and, feel like I'd been had, and I didn't quite get it, and then after reading your stuff, it hit me smack between the eyes. Oh my gosh, I was a victim of this, or this, and I get it totally. And that's kind of what I try to do, is make sure that people get it totally.
Beverly, nobody does a better job than you at really explaining it. And I mean, I'm telling you, from the first word, I had chills. I mean, and everything was like bam, 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 so right on. So I would highly recommend, getting Beverly's workbook titled How to Counter Group Manipulation Tactics, or get the DVDs, Watching Her Speak, because, look, we're in a society where this is just so prevalent, and especially if you care about the issues that we talk about here on Truth Brigade Radio, or the issues that Beverly writes about on a regular basis, you are going to be encountered by this. And more often than not, unfortunately so. So what do? We have to arm ourselves with knowledge so we can stay one step ahead of them and not fall victim to this garbage, not fall victim to these antics.
Well, that's exactly right, and you kind of have to practice before you go, because there are always going to be some individuals, and I used to count myself among them, that clam up when faced with this. Even if we know what's going on, even if we understand it totally, even if we get the principles of psych war, which I teach, and so forth and so on, you clam up, you don't want to say anything, you stumble over your words, and because you're so angry, because you feel somehow you may not have spoken that much in public before, and so all those things together, you're facing this professional manipulator, professional provocateur, professional facilitator, and that's three different things actually, but sometimes they're rolled into one too. But yes, this is what happens, and then you realize, oh my goodness, I'm in deep trouble, and you can't say anything. And so what I try to do is to help people in this manual that goes with my seminar. Now, not the DVD, that doesn't have it, but the manual has a self-test and a final exam. And, you really have to practice it until you're so comfortable that you can actually laugh at it.
Yeah, absolutely, because doesn't it become pure comedy?
That's it. If you don't have a sense of humor, give it up and send somebody else. You go there to support them, sit somewhere else, don't sit right next to them, that's not the way you do it, and support them whenever they say something, like here, or whatever, but, if you can't get past that to where you can laugh at it, you absolutely can't do this yourself.
But you know what? You can't get past it to where you can laugh at it until you've read your manual and can understand exactly what they're doing. Because not only, as you mentioned, we're dealing with professionals here, people who actually get trained and paid, and, we're already a victim of manipulation. So not only might we feel like, oh, I can't do this, I'm not a speaker, or my backbone's not big enough, we're also pressured by the group manipulation tactics, like, oh, you might know something is not right, but you can't say anything. You got to do it for the movement or do it for the team. So just shut your mouth and, get back in your place. And
that's right.
Yeah. So We have so much to talk about, but why don't we just start off? You mentioned change agent, facilitator, agitator, and, we're talking about provocateurs here. If you could kind of give a general guideline or definition what these individual names and titles are.